Hello and welcome to Property Investments UK. In today's video we're going to be looking at why off-plan developments are a smart choice for property investing in 2017 and beyond. Now when I first started in property I very much focused on existing housing stock. It was what I knew from an estate agency background, it's what I had experience in, and it's what I saw as certainly more tangible to make decisions on. I also started investing back in 2005 and then went through the cycle 2006 where it went through a boom, 7 and 8 where it started to kind of dip, and saw some off-plan developments change in value quite quickly because the market had kind of drifted or the market had changed. However, when it comes to kind of new build development sites now, we tend to look at them in a much wider framework and trying to assess whether a particular given deal or a particular strategy, and this is for any potential strategy, works in that moment in time. Now when it comes to new build developments in 2017, the reason why I think they're good to consider is because from a demand point of view, housing has never been stronger. From a tenant perspective and also from a resale perspective, in lots of geographic locations, it's very strong right now. I don't see that necessarily changing in the future. There will always be cycles where property prices will change, they'll go up and down in value, and that will impact anything, not just new build developments, but will also impact existing housing stock. What we now do when we're assessing deals, if we are to compare maybe apples to apples, so we maybe look at the fundamentals of a particular investment, so whether the location is right, whether the yields are right, even if that's an existing housing stock or a new build development, that is the main criteria for us going forward. What that allows us to do is ultimately assess them as their own individual deals so that we don't have any potential bias to one or the other. Now that's important for you if you are considering buy-to-let investments with specifically new build developments, because some people are very speculative when it comes to new build developments, and it's how a lot of people have made and lost big money in the past, because they will gamble on a development based on some prices going up in the interim or the future time frame. So they might see a property investment they can buy now or lock in now for £100,000 for example, and then in 6 months time, 12 months time, they're anticipating that that will have gone up in value by 10 or even 20% if there's a discount that they can buy it at and there's a potentially element of growth. Now that's fine, but if that's your only strategy with that property deal, then you're certainly going to be able to look if there's any price changes or fluctuations in that market during that holding period. Maybe it just doesn't go up quite as high as you anticipated, or maybe there's a price change and it starts to reduce in value in that location. Again, this will affect all property strategies, all property types in a given area, or the capital value of that particular asset. But when it comes to specifically new build developments, if you consider them as a long-term buy and hold strategy, then that should put you in the same frame of mind as whether you're considering existing housing stock or a new build development, so that you start to look at those key fundamentals rather than it just being a particular strategy and saying, okay, well, new build developments are the best thing because of X. Now we do a couple of videos on new build developments that we'll put the links in below this particular video so you can understand what the benefits are of new builds. But what I'd certainly say is in terms of 2017 and beyond, the way in which we see the demand for housing, the way in which we see the supply of housing going, buying a new build development, whether that's an apartment or a house, if you can acquire it at a good discount on day one, it gives you a great opportunity to buy a property that's got value locked in on day one. It's going to be a good condition property once you complete. And then if you look at it from a long-term aspect rather than a short-term aspect of flipping, that should give you some confidence and some knowledge that it's going to be a good long-term buy and hold strategy. So hopefully that helps kind of give some context into understanding as to how we approach new build developments, why it might be worth considering them, adding to your property portfolio in 2017 and beyond, and also what to consider. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I look forward to catching up with you next video. All the best, take care. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this content and you'd like to join our free online property training course, we've got a link for it on this page. And in there we cover a range of different property strategies to help you get started, either building a long-term property portfolio or creating cash flowing property business. We also look at ways to increase your return on investment with any of the properties you're maybe considering. And we also have a couple of cheat sheets and downloadable documents in there as well. Simply click on the link to join the free training course today.